child, that was difficult. And I'm sure you ran back to your mother repeatedly asking her to tell you again, and you practiced. But once you learned to spell, Steve, then you had to advance to more difficult words. And the moment you quit advancing, the moment you quit attempting the momentary impossible, then you quit advancing. Now, this is true mentally, it's true physically. If you simply go through the motions of doing physically that which you can already do, at best you will retain your existing level of ability. So you've got to constantly attempt the momentarily impossible.
Arthur, a lot of people are worried when they do any sort of progressive resistance exercise, be it traditional barbells or Nautilus, that they're going to lose flexibility because their muscles are going to have to be developed too big and muscle bound.
This goes back to the old myth of being muscle bound. That probably originated in 1880 or 1890 when some of the old German fat strong men who drank a case of beer every night or a keg of beer and weighed 400 pounds, they were limited, restricted, bound, if you will, not by their muscles, but by their fat. Muscles don't bind you. Muscles move you. Muscles don't hurt you. The muscles are the engine of your body. Don't be afraid of them.
We'll be right back with Mr. Arthur Jones. Exercise is our topic on today's show, specifically Nautilus exercise. Stay with us. We're talking with Arthur Jones, creator of the Nautilus equipment. Arthur, you mentioned that Nautilus is unique in that it exercises the full range of the entire muscle and with a variable resistance depending on the strength of the muscle. What else is unique about the Nautilus training principles?
Well, the training principles, of course, are not unique in the sense that they're applicable with any tool, whether it's a sack of rocks, a barbell, or a conventional exercise equipment. The principles of exercise remain the same. The physical principles incorporated into the Nautilus machine, there are 9 of them, and they are the requirements for a full range movement in exercise. Now, when I started the development of the Nautilus machines over 30 years ago, I had a vague sense that something was missing in conventional training with barbells and conventional exercise devices. At that time, I did not know what I was looking for. I didn't even know the questions, let alone the answers. I simply realized that it was possible with a barbell, with conventional equipment, to produce very rapid results in some areas and much slower results in other areas. And I couldn't understand at that time why one particular muscle group would grow rapidly and another muscle group would grow more slowly. Well, the problems were that the tools available, the barbell and conventional exercise equipment, did not provide full range exercise. You were exercising simply part of the muscle. Now, in a barbell curl, for example, basically you're bending the arm against resistance. The idea being to develop the bending muscles of the upper arm. The biceps is the best known, and the brachialis, and to some degree the muscles of your forearms are also involved. Well, in theory that's fine, but in practice you are developing the mid-range of the movement because there is no resistance at the start of a barbell curl. When you start to curl a barbell, you're not lifting the barbell, you're pushing it. You're moving it in a horizontal direction. Well, now you can push your car on a level surface, but let me see you lift it. So you have no resistance at the start of a barbell curl. No resistance, no exercise. No exercise, no benefit. By the same token, beyond a certain range of motion, there is no resistance at the end of a barbell curl.
Gravity would be just...
Gravity will take over. Now, as a consequence, you are constantly only training the mid-range of possible movement, while doing little or nothing for the starting motion and absolutely nothing for the rest of the movement.